The plaintiff's lawyer was very persuasive.
What do you expect? He's from the law offices of Larry H. Parker. So, he's won 95% of his cases.
Yeah, when they take on a case, it's got merit.
And it's clear that their client was very badly injured.
I think it's time to vote.
It's a no-brainer. Parker's client wins.
Don't they always?
If you've been injured in a car or motorcycle accident, call 1-800-333.
We'll explain.
I'm Eric Spielman. Donald Trump is back in court for day 2 of his civil fraud trial in New York. Once again, he's spending time in the hallway trying to defend himself. We'll have the latest.
Good morning. I'm Jessica Holmes. Hunter Biden, the son of President Biden, also appearing in court today. We'll have the very latest on this case since his plea deal fell apart.
Good morning. I'm Sam Rubin. New here at 10 o'clock. Checkmate, the star of Queen's Gambit, has a lavish Italian wedding. Much of young Hollywood is there, and they took a bunch of photos, so we'll show that to you. Plus, a really talented actress, Jo Beth Williams. She's here on the set, a brand new play. We'll learn all about it as Jo Beth joins us live.
Hey, good morning, everybody. And it's Tuesday, only the beginning of a warm-up, which is going to take us all the way through the weekend. And temperatures going to be up 10, 15, 20 degrees compared to what we've had over the last couple of days to what we're going to see. 73 for the coastal area today, downtown 79, 87 San Fernando Valley, High Desert 82, Inland Empire 84, and Orange County Inland 83 degrees. Frank.
Now at 10, former President Donald Trump back in a New York courtroom this morning for day 2 of his civil fraud trial. A judge found the former president and his adult sons liable for fraud last week. Now that judge is considering the amount of damages owed. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom with more. Eric, good morning.
Morning. On the witness stand today for the second straight day is a former accountant for Donald Trump. Let's take a live look inside the courthouse in Manhattan. That is the hallway in front of the actual courtroom itself. And this is where Donald Trump comes and makes statements to reporters every time there's a break in the proceedings. And this morning, he said that all of his financial statements had disclaimers which cautioned his lenders to beware.
It says, please, you must understand that you have to do your own due diligence and you have to, above all, do your own research and analysis. Do not rely on anything. Do not rely on the financial statement. This case is a scam. There can't be fraud when you've told institutions to do their own work.
Trump is sitting in court for the second straight day, and for him, the stakes are very high indeed. The image of himself that he promotes is that he is a successful business tycoon. But if he loses this lawsuit, he and his family could be barred from ever doing business in New York again. He could also face up to $250 million in penalties. Attorney General Letitia James accuses the former president and his 2 adult sons of fraudulently inflating the value of real estate holdings so they could get better loans and insurance deals. Trump and his lawyers have said there was no intent to defraud anyone. He says the banks were all repaid and there were no victims in this case. There is no jury for this particular trial. That's because Trump's lawyers failed to check a box on a form to ask for a jury trial. So it will be up to the judge to decide what the penalties are. Trump is not required to be in court, but he's showing up anyway.
He's going out into the hall. He's talking to the media. He's saying this is a witch hunt, things that he's said over and over again, that this is politicized. He's called the attorney general racist. And so part of appearing in this trial, I think, is part of his campaign strategy. Is it helping? I think it's helping with his base.
The judge dealt a setback to Trump in court today. His lawyers say some of the evidence is too old to be considered, but the judge disagreed. Trump himself plans to testify later in the trial. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Eric, thank you for that. Hunter Biden, the son of President Biden, has pleaded not guilty to 3 federal gun charges in Delaware. He appeared for his arraignment at the federal courthouse in Wilmington. He has denied ever breaking The agreement between Hunter Biden and federal taxes fell apart in July. Hunter Biden faces up to 25 years in prison if he's convicted.
A local family mourning the sudden loss of a mother and grandmother who was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver in North Hills. 50-year-old Adriana Sanchez was crossing Burnett Avenue near Rayen Street with her dogs when she was hit by a car yesterday morning. The driver did not stop. Sanchez died at the hospital. Her family spent the day canvassing the neighborhood, looking for witnesses or video to identify that driver.
I still feel like it's a dream. Like, she was literally the glue that held this whole family together.
If they have the camera footage or just street views or